Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the ultimate guide to life. The Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the only scripture that provides humanity with the right way to live. It offers solutions to every problem in life. In simple terms, the Bhagavad Gita holds the answers to all questions, leaving no aspect of life unexplored. Lord Shri Krishna has addressed every possible dilemma, doubt, and challenge that one may face, be it distress, anxiety, or uncertainty. The Bhagavad Gita serves as a beacon of wisdom during times of spiritual and moral crisis. That is why Lord Shri Krishna declares in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, "O Arjuna, whoever studies this divine scripture with faith and a pure heart, without distraction, and listens to its teachings with contemplation, is freed from all sins and attains my ultimate abode." It is said that in a household where the Srimad Bhagavad Gita is read and recited daily, Lord Shri Krishna himself graces that home with his divine presence. In this special discussion, we will explore the essence of the Bhagavad Gita's 700 verses across its 18 chapters, breaking them down in a simple and comprehensible manner for every generation. By reading and internalizing the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, one can gain profound knowledge and wisdom. To make the most of its valuable insights, one should read, listen, and reflect on its messages every morning and before sleeping at night. The divine wisdom of Lord Shri Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna proclaims, "O Arjuna, I am the Supreme Master of all. The soul of all beings resides within their hearts. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all existence. Among celestial bodies, I am the sun. Among the Vedas, I am the Samaveda. Among gods, I am Indra. Among the senses, I am the mind. I am Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Among mountains, I am the Himalayas. In water bodies, I am the ocean. Everything you see in this world is but a manifestation of me." Lord Krishna further explains that excessive attachment to any person leads to sorrow, as attachment is based on expectation. Success comes to those who have patience and perseverance. Many fail because they either seek instant success or abandon their efforts midway. The illusion of the material world. Lord Krishna reminds us, "This world is my creation, an illusion. I am the one who nurtures it, and I am the one who ultimately dissolves it. I know all beings of the past, present, and future, but no one truly knows me. Just as light shines in darkness, truth remains radiant and eternal. Therefore, one must always walk the path of truth. Life should be lived with simplicity, yet it is often filled with worries. Fear of the past, anxiety about the future, and the inevitability of death prevent one from truly living. However, death is an undeniable reality, an eternal cycle that cannot be changed. A person may know countless things about the world, but if they do not know themselves, they remain ignorant. Lord Krishna says, "I am the sweet fragrance of the earth, the heat of fire, the life force in all beings, and the patience of sages." Faith in divine will. If God does not grant your wish, do not be disheartened. He gives not what you desire, but what is best for you. If someone rejects you, do not take it personally, as they may not be meant to be part of your journey. True relationships bring joy, while superficial ones cause pain. Strength in adversity. Remain calm and composed, for strength is forged in adversity, just as iron is shaped by fire. 7 virtues can help overcome difficulties: knowledge, humility, wisdom, inner courage, good deeds, truthfulness, faith in God. Lord Krishna assures, "O Arjuna, the soul always knows what is right and wrong, but the mind is what leads one astray." Difficulties make a person feel alone, yet those who endure challenges emerge stronger and more respected. Respect should be given based on a person's true worth, not out of fear or submission. Krishna declares, "I am neither partial nor biased. I do not grieve nor desire. One who renounces both good and bad deeds is dear to me." There are 3 paths to reach the divine: Dhyana Yoga, the path of meditation; Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge; Karma Yoga, the path of action. Among these, Karma Yoga, selfless action, is considered the highest. Just as old clothes are discarded for new ones, the soul sheds its worn-out body and takes on a new form. This is the law of nature, the eternal truth. Live in the present without fear. If you must trust someone, trust their actions, not just their words. The divine wisdom of Lord Shri Krishna. In moments of anger, a brief pause can prevent great harm. In times of mistakes, a little humility can make life easier. Lord Shri Krishna teaches that one who truly knows him has nothing left to learn in this world. Such a person is freed from the cycle of birth and death. The one who reads the Bhagavad Gita and follows its teachings is liberated from the consequences of past misdeeds. Whatever is destined for us will come naturally, and whatever is not meant to be will slip away, just as the wind blows a boat astray. Similarly, human desires mislead the intellect. A wise person observes others, learns from their qualities, and refrains from jealousy or comparison. Weapons can only harm the body, but words have the power to wound the soul. Those who distance themselves from God fail to understand life's true essence. A person who embraces divine wisdom and eternal relationships is freed from the fear of death. If you seek happiness, make decisions based on wisdom rather than circumstances. Those who allow external situations to dictate their choices often end up dissatisfied. Spiritually enlightened individuals dedicate themselves to selfless actions, while those connected with God walk the path of stability, peace, and the welfare of humanity. The purpose of human life. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that a person must prioritize the welfare of others while fulfilling their duties. Lord Krishna advises, support those who stand by you. Distance yourself from those who betray you. Never stay in a place where you are not respected. Otherwise, people will perceive you as weak. Just as crops fail without rain and civilizations decline without culture, a society without values deteriorates. Those who claim they don't have time often have time but do not consider certain relationships important. Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, one who truly understands my divine birth and actions is never reborn after leaving the body but attains my supreme abode. The person who renounces desires and frees themselves from ego and attachment attains immense peace. True happiness and success are impossible for those who lack knowledge and faith in God. Everything we have is a gift from the divine, and acknowledging this truth is enough for a fulfilling life. The power of prayer and humility. Restraint, morality, love, and service are virtues that bring one closer to God. Without spiritual company, satsang, neither God's grace nor self-realization is attainable. Prayer may not always change fate, but it transforms character. Speak kindly, for you never know when you may need to take back your words. Self-respect is essential. Without it, people will try to suppress you even in places where you rightfully belong. No great man can astonish the soul more than the essence of divine wisdom itself. Some recognize its significance as a wonder, while others fail to grasp it entirely. Lord Krishna understands both joy and sorrow. Those who maintain equanimity, unaffected by sensory experiences, are truly worthy of liberation, endurance, and inner strength. Until you surrender to difficulties, no power in the world can defeat you. Weakness lies not within you, but in the moment, and time changes for everyone. Continue fulfilling your duties. Those who have never faced hardships cannot comprehend the strength of others. Compassionate individuals who understand suffering are truly pure at heart and are freed from the cycle of rebirth. Do not take pride in giving, for you never know whether you are repaying a past debt. Arrogance leads to downfall. Just look at the fate of Ravana, the Kauravas, and Kansa. Silence and forgiveness are often the most powerful responses. Fear and unnecessary worries weaken the soul. One should neither run from challenges nor blindly blame fate. Those who partake in the divine sacrifice, yajna, are freed from sins, while those who live only for their own pleasure accumulate sin. True wealth and the path to enlightenment. Knowledge is the only wealth that remains with you. regardless of time and circumstances. Just as changing seasons affect the earth, happiness and sorrow cycle through life. Whether in battle or in daily life, success is achieved through three things: dharma, righteousness, patience, and determination. A person is not great by birth but by their actions. If you wish to achieve something, trust yourself. External support is temporary. Your true worth is not determined by what you do, but by how you perceive yourself. True wealth lies in a heart full of joy and a face that carries a smile. Remember, when the time is right, God will bless you beyond your imagination. If no one supports you, do not be discouraged. There is no greater companion than God. Faith, duty, and liberation. Happiness is rooted in freedom, and freedom is attained through courage. No relationship can survive without faith. If mistakes lead to difficult times, remember that each day is an opportunity not to be wasted. Many people perform actions, but few do so with detachment. King Janaka attained supreme success through selfless action. Similarly, every person should act without attachment to the results. Lord Krishna reminds Arjuna, "I have no duty in all three worlds, nor do I need anything. Yet I continue to perform my duties. If I were to stop, chaos would ensue, for humanity follows my example." Those who lie find no support, and those who rise face jealousy. Share your sorrow with no one, and do not flaunt your happiness. A person's diet should be simple, sattvic, balanced, and mindful. True seekers of God focus on inner purity rather than external displays of devotion. Many claim to have mastered their senses, but their minds remain trapped in worldly desires. A person who disregards tradition and duty disrupts the natural order of life. Ultimately, one who indulges solely in sensory pleasures remains lost, while one who seeks wisdom and follows the righteous path attains eternal peace and liberation. The sinner lives in vain, but the one who seeks joy in the soul alone, who is satisfied within and by the soul, has no duty to fulfill. The soul represents the ultimate truth, and the one who realizes this truth finds happiness in it. A person who abides in the truth has no obligations, yet such individuals are rare, 1 in a million. The great man who understands this truth may seem to have no place in this material world. There is no inherent purpose in performing actions, nor is there purpose in abstaining from them. This reality exists within all living beings. No one remains bound by selfishness. A person who has found God has no reason to engage in unnecessary deeds. The wise who are blessed by God have been granted the truth. It becomes their duty to fulfill their responsibilities without causing resentment or insult. Thus, knowledgeable individuals must set an example so that others may be inspired to fulfill their own duties. A person with tamasic qualities is lazy and lethargic, while those with rajasic tendencies act with pride and display bravery merely for recognition. A truly wise person, however, understands that their qualities guide their actions, while the ignorant believe they control everything. If you truly desire to change your life, you must first change your mind. Be willing to transform, for your thoughts shape your reality. Let go of those who wish to leave, and value those who choose to stay. Relationships and trust once lost are difficult to regain. Trust only those who are truly worthy, those who honor their commitments. Even fleeting companionship can be enough to share burdens. True trust is as valuable as medicine. It may be bitter, but it is beneficial. Keep your distance from those who never valued your presence. The greatest individuals are those who feel the pain of the smallest. Every relationship has its limits, but when self-respect is at stake, it is wise to walk away. Morning slumber weakens determination. Those who succeed are never late. Helping others often goes unnoticed, but refusing to help is always remembered. A person is often defeated by two individuals, one from their family and the other of their own choosing. The foolish harm themselves, but those who assist them may also suffer. Life is too precious to waste on sorrow, hatred, and fear. If someone breaks your trust, be thankful. They have taught you the value of trust. If you seek happiness and peace, Do not let problems or criticism consume you. We are given relationships by birth, but the bonds we create are our own responsibility. Before making judgments, assess a person's virtues and flaws fairly and with clarity. Never reveal your weaknesses to others. People often exploit them. Never forget two kinds of people: those who caused you trouble and those who helped you in times of need. Lord Shri Krishna advises, do not lower yourself so much that people begin to think you have fallen. People will appreciate you only when you learn to ignore their opinions and stay true to yourself. Success and failure are both temporary. Many of life's disappointments stem from misunderstandings. Instead of assuming, learn to communicate. Trust others deeply, but with wisdom. Love wholeheartedly, but with awareness. Even if you do not understand the four Vedas, it is enough to know the essence of truth, responsibility, loyalty, and honesty. These four values make life meaningful. A wise man transcends both virtue and sin. True wisdom arises when one frees themselves from worldly attachments. O Arjuna, when all desires within a human are fulfilled and one remains satisfied in the soul, that state is called wisdom. One who is unaffected by sorrow and indifferent to material pleasures has achieved true stability. Like a tortoise withdrawing its limbs, the wise one detaches from sensory indulgences and remains unwavering in intellect. Whom to speak to, when, and how much. Understanding this is the key to a meaningful life. Shri Krishna teaches that a selfish heart cannot hold true righteousness, just as an unrighteous mind cannot offer sincere advice. People are not sad because they do not believe in God. They are sad because they have lost their faith in Him. Everything happens in its time. Desiring the past only leads to sorrow. To truly love is to embody purity and divinity. Whatever has occurred is beyond your control, so there is no need for unnecessary worries. Everything begins and ends with the divine. The pleasure derived from the senses may seem sweet at first, but it eventually leads to destruction. Shri Krishna says, O human, you can make your life meaningful, but for that, you must surrender to me. If my words seem strange, change your perspective. See the world as I do. Anyone who trusts me will never be disappointed in life. I never abandon those who place their faith in me. If someone betrays my devotee, I become their greatest adversary. I watch over every heart like a temple. The beauty of my presence depends on the purity of one's heart. You can love everyone, but never place complete trust in anyone except the divine. If you rely on people, failure may come, but that does not mean you should stop trying. With time, you will attain perfection and success will follow. Your ultimate goal on this earth is liberation. Only a person steadfast in their actions, enduring happiness and sorrow with equal resolve, can attain freedom. The one who listens to their soul speaks to me. The one who sees my presence in everything is my true devotee. No one in centuries has been like such a devotee, nor will there ever be one in the future. I exist in every home. My energy is evenly distributed throughout the universe. I grant devotion to those who recognize me. Even the greatest sinner can be purified through sincere worship. Do not blindly trust everything you hear. Some recognize me through knowledge, some through their deeds, and others through meditation. The form in which you seek me is the form in which I will appear to you. Worship me with complete surrender, and I promise you will always be mine. Those who dismiss love as mere foolishness fail to see that love is the root of creation itself. True relationships withstand distance. Weak relationships crumble under proximity. A person is shaped by their beliefs. As one believes, so they become. Shri Krishna teaches that one must fight for righteousness, stand against injustice, and be willing to make sacrifices. Truth, like oil in water, always rises above falsehood. Never make promises in joy, nor decisions in anger or sorrow. A person may know 1,000 things, but if they do not know themselves, they remain ignorant. People will praise you when they need you, but may betray you when it benefits them. Beware of such deceptions. The deepest wounds often come from those closest to you. The Mahabharata was not a battle between strangers, but among family. Help if you can, but never intentionally harm anyone. Hurting others will one day bring you the same pain. Avoid excess in all things, for imbalance leads to harm. If someone wrongs you repeatedly, you must stand against them. Endlessly tolerating injustice makes you complicit in it. A wise person recognizes when to resist. Shri Krishna says, "A person who cannot protect themselves, even God cannot protect them." Those who do not value time will never find happiness, peace, or success. Your company shapes your destiny. If a good person stays among the corrupt, they too will be influenced. Therefore, seek the company of the virtuous. In the end, there is no one in this world except God. Do not become too attached to anyone, for ultimately, when all worldly paths are closed, only the path to God remains open. A person who constantly doubts will never find peace. The pleasure of the senses may seem like nectar at first, but in the end, it leads to destruction. Shri Krishna says, "O human, you have the power to make your life meaningful, but for that, you must take refuge in me." If my words seem strange to you, then it is your perspective that needs to change. You do not see things the way I do. Once you place your trust in me, you will never be disappointed in life. The one who believes in me and stands by my side, I will never abandon. But the one who betrays my devotees, for them, I become their greatest adversary. If someone deceives my devotee even once, I will withhold their salvation for many lifetimes. I look at every heart like a temple. Its purity determines how much of me resides within. The more selfless and pure the heart, the more I dwell in it. Shri Krishna says, "You may love everyone in this world, but do not place complete trust in anyone. If you must trust, place it in the divine." In the beginning, this path may seem difficult and you may face failures, but that does not mean you should stop striving. There will come a time when you attain perfection and all your efforts will bear fruit. I am always with you, present in all your actions, big or small. I will grant you whatever your heart desires, but you must seek it with humility and sincerity, without arrogance. Your ultimate goal on this earth is to attain liberation. Only the one who remains steadfast in their duties, with unwavering determination, and who endures both happiness and sorrow equally, can achieve true freedom. A person who listens to their soul listens to me. The one who sees my presence in everything truly experiences my existence. Such a person is my true devotee. There has been no one like them for centuries, nor will there be for centuries to come. I exist in every home, and my energy is evenly spread throughout the universe. I bestow devotion upon those who recognize me. Even if someone has been the greatest sinner, sincere worship of me will purify them. Do not blindly believe everything you hear. Some people come to me through knowledge, some through their deeds, and some through meditation. In whatever form you seek me, I will manifest before you in that form. Worship me with complete surrender, and I promise you will be mine forever. Those who mock love are ignorant, for love is the very foundation of this world. Distance tests relationships, while closeness strengthens them. A person becomes what they believe. As one's faith is, so they become. Shri Krishna teaches that one must fight for righteousness, oppose injustice, and be willing to make sacrifices. Truth is like oil in water. It always rises above falsehood. No amount of deception can suppress it forever. Never make promises when happy, never respond in anger, and never make decisions in sorrow. A person may desire to know 1,000 things, but even if they understand the entire world, if they do not understand themselves, they remain ignorant. People will praise you when they need you, and they will try to build relationships with you for their own benefit. But if you blindly trust them, you will only suffer losses in the future. The deepest wounds are often inflicted by those closest to you. This is the greatest wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. The Mahabharata was not a battle between strangers. It was fought within a single family. Whether you choose to help someone or not, never intentionally hurt anyone. If someone's heart breaks because of you, always remember, one day you too will experience the same pain. Excess of anything is harmful, so strive for balance in life. If someone wrongs you repeatedly and you remain silent, they will continue their wrongdoing. Tolerating injustice makes you complicit in it. A wise person recognizes when to stand up against wrongdoing. Shri Krishna says, "A person who does not protect themselves cannot be protected even by God." A person who does not recognize their own worth holds no significance in this world. The wicked never reveal their true nature, and no matter how kind you are to them, they will eventually cause you harm. Those who do not value time will never attain happiness, peace, or success in life. The company you keep has a profound impact on your destiny. Even a virtuous person may be corrupted by the wrong association. Therefore, always choose the companionship of the righteous. In the end, there is no one in this world except God. Do not become overly attached to anyone, for when all worldly paths are closed, the only path that remains open is the one leading to God. A person who constantly doubts will never find peace. A person who is filled with doubt cannot attain success in this world, whether in wealth, prosperity, or fame, nor can they attain heaven in the afterlife. As long as a person is attached to material possessions, they remain unable to achieve true fulfillment. Shri Krishna says, "O Arjun, what have you lost that makes you weep? What did you bring into this world that has been taken from you? What did you create that has been destroyed? Whatever you have received from here, and whatever you have given to this world. What belongs to you today will belong to someone else tomorrow, for change is the eternal law of the universe." Everything in this world follows the law of change. Karma Yoga is the path through which one can connect with the soul. It awakens self-knowledge and not only serves the purpose of the present life, but also provides insight into future lifetimes. In Karma Yoga, one worships God through selfless action. The Bhagavad Gita declares Karma Yoga as the highest form of yoga, especially for householders and hardworking individuals. It teaches that one must perform actions for the sake of action itself, without attachment to the results. A karma yogi does not renounce work, but only renounces the fruits of their actions. Such a person is free from suffering because they give selflessly without expecting anything in return. One who abandons the consequences of their actions becomes detached from the material world, and their work itself becomes a form of worship. No task in this world is free from illusion. Therefore, all selfless work should always be dedicated to God. The cause of rebirth is desire. Excessive attachment to desires traps a person in the cycle of birth and death. A true karma yogi is free from this trap, for they perform their duties without accumulating desires. Shri Krishna says, "The human mind is as restless as the wind. It is the mind that leads a person astray, drawing them toward material desires." If you wish to make your life successful, controlling the mind is essential. The mind is the key to success. By mastering the mind, a person gains control over unnecessary worries and desires, making it easier to achieve their goals. But if the mind is not controlled, it becomes a person's greatest enemy. God says, "The one who attains happiness, remains steady in sorrow, and has conquered fear and anger is truly wise." Such a person is not overly elated by good fortune, nor does he despise misfortune. He has subdued his senses and remains stable, like a sage. Anger leads a person to ruin. It disturbs the mind, confuses memory, and destroys intelligence, ultimately leading to downfall. Shri Krishna advises, no matter how much anger you feel, always strive to calm yourself. A wise person does not let emotions control them. Just as the vast ocean remains steady even when countless rivers merge into it, a true yogi remains undisturbed by the ups and downs of life. Even in moments of separation or union, in joy or sorrow, a yogi remains constant and steadfast in their devotion to God. The person who renounces all desires, free from attachment, ego, and material cravings, attains true peace. Truth never claims to be the truth, but falsehood always claims to be the only truth. No one is born great. It is their actions that make them great. Right action is not necessarily the one that brings immediate results, but rather the one driven by the right intention. A noble person sets an example for others. The entire world follows in their footsteps. However, a truly wise person chooses their own path. Treat everyone with kindness, for the one who lacks faith in God remains forever restless. Those who are ignorant, consumed by doubt, and disconnected from spiritual wisdom cannot attain happiness, peace, or success. Their misguided wisdom leads them astray, distancing them from both material and spiritual fulfillment. Some people misunderstand the true purpose of life and engage in actions that oppose righteousness. As a result, they not only fall in this world, but also in the next. Their present life becomes corrupted by their choices, and after death, they must suffer the consequences of their deeds. Such individuals may be reborn into lower life forms like insects, animals, or even endure the torments of hell. Lord Shri Krishna says, "O Arjun, the person who follows the path of righteousness, even in the most difficult circumstances, remains steadfast in their duty. Even if such a person dies while upholding Dharma, that death leads to their ultimate welfare, granting them a place in heaven. Many births have passed for both you and me, O Arjun. You do not remember them, but I know them all. Though I am unborn and immortal, and the Lord of all beings, I take birth through my divine power whenever Dharma declines and Adharma rises. Whenever unrighteousness prevails, I descend to restore righteousness, destroy evil, and establish Dharma once again. I manifest myself in different forms to guide humanity. I appear in the form in which people worship me. If someone worships me with devotion, I reciprocate their love and support their faith. As they worship me, I appear before them in that very form. People often worship different deities like Indra and other gods to fulfill their worldly desires, as the rewards from such worship are quick and tangible. But those who worship me with true devotion, even if they approach me with selfish motives, still receive my grace. Over time, their attachment to worldly pleasures fades, and their love for me deepens. This is why people with limited understanding seek immediate rewards and worship other gods. But a wise person knows that karma is greater than fate. Man always complains about his destiny, forgetting that his actions shape his future. What has happened is for the good, what is happening is for the good, and what will happen will also be for the good. Do not grieve over the past, and do not worry about the future. Simply live in the present. A person who hates no one and desires nothing material is both a karma yogi and a sannyasi. Such a person remains free from worldly bonds and attains inner peace. I do not create anyone's destiny, nor do I interfere in their karma. Every person is the architect of their own fate, reaping the consequences of their actions. Man is his own friend and his own enemy. His choices determine his path. A wise person, through karma yoga or bhakti yoga, can transcend the ocean of worldly existence and attain liberation in a single lifetime. But an ignorant person, trapped by lust, anger, and greed, continues to wander through the 84 lakh cycles of birth and rebirth. Lord Shri Krishna says, "O Arjun, the one who knowingly indulges in sinful activities, who never seeks to know me, and whose wisdom is clouded by illusion, will continue to suffer both in this life and the next. However, the one who remembers me at the time of death and surrenders to me attains my eternal abode. Such a soul is liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Those who worship the gods attain the gods. Those who worship their ancestors attain their ancestors. Those who worship ghosts attain the realm of ghosts. But those who worship me with true devotion come to me and are freed from rebirth. Even the simplest offering made with love, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or even water, is accepted by me with great affection when given with sincerity and devotion." The eternal wisdom of Lord Shri Krishna. Thus, my devotees do not undergo reincarnation. Even the simplest offering, be it a letter, a flower, a fruit, or even water, when given with pure love and devotion, is accepted by me with great affection. The selfless love of a devotee is the highest offering, and I embrace it wholeheartedly. Lord Shri Krishna says, "O Arjun, Whatever deeds you perform, whatever you eat, whatever offerings you make, whatever charity you give, and whatever penance you undertake, offer it all to me. I shall grant you liberation. I do not discriminate between beings, neither is anyone dear to me nor unpleasant. However, those who worship me with unwavering devotion dwell in me, and I reside in them. Even the most sinful person, if they worship me with exclusive devotion, becomes pure and saintly because they have chosen the right path. I accept all beings who seek refuge in me, be it a fallen soul, a person of low birth, a Shudra, a sinner, or even a Chandala. By surrendering to me, they attain the highest salvation. Our tamasic qualities, ignorance and inertia, create emotional suffering and harm us, while our rajasic qualities, passion and desire, lead to jealousy and greed. Lord Shri Krishna teaches that one must transcend these lower qualities and embrace sattvic, pure qualities, which connect the soul to the universe and instill love and compassion. If you cannot help someone, at least do not harm them. The world may be weak, but the creator of the world is not. In life, only two witnesses truly know our actions, God and our own soul. Surrender to God, the greatest support. Surrendering to God is the greatest support anyone can receive. Once a person recognizes this, they become free from fear, worries, and suffering. A man must first understand himself, his abilities, his strengths, and his limitations. Only then can he attain self-awareness and move towards salvation. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Shri Krishna says, "Every human being should have complete faith in themselves, for those who believe in themselves ultimately achieve success. A person becomes what they believe they can be." Happiness and sorrow are like winter and summer. If sorrow exists today, happiness will follow tomorrow. Therefore, one must remain patient and composed in both situations. True happiness and success. True happiness comes from connecting with God through peace, patience, endurance, love, energy, and righteousness. A focused individual finds joy in even the smallest of tasks and is destined for success. On the other hand, those who see their work as a burden, who complete tasks reluctantly, or who lack sincerity, often fall behind in life. Those who act selfishly, seeking only personal gain and disregarding others' well-being, ultimately fail in the larger journey of life. God is the creator of the universe, and the world runs according to His will. Humans are merely instruments in His divine plan. A person should not dwell on the past or worry excessively about the future. Every problem has a solution, and God supports those who trust in Him. The law of karma. A person should give from the heart, whether through actions, words, or deeds. However, one must never make promises beyond their capacity. It is foolish to waste time on things beyond one's control. No one receives anything before its destined time, nor does anyone receive more than what they are meant to. However, one must always strive with determination and effort. Lord Shri Krishna says, "Those who worship me, I worship them. I protect what they have and provide what they lack." Therefore, it is crucial to have faith in God, especially during difficult times. Bad times are inevitable, but one must face them with courage. Worrying or crying will not change the situation, it only increases suffering. Challenges must be faced boldly, for this is the law of the world. The importance of true friends. Friends play a crucial role in life, yet identifying true friends is difficult. Just as Lord Krishna stood by the Pandavas in their most challenging times, true friends are those who stand by us in difficult moments. Choose such friends wisely and value them. In life, there are victories and losses, but true success belongs to those who learn from their failures and keep moving forward. Disappointment is not a solution. Strategic thinking is essential for overcoming challenges. Even the Pandavas, despite having Lord Krishna's support, had to follow a well-planned strategy to win against the Kauravas. Rebirth and liberation. If a seeker is unable to complete their spiritual practice in one lifetime, God grants them another birth in a pure and noble family to continue their journey. Lord Shri Krishna says, "O Dhananjay, apart from me, there is no other cause of existence. Just as pearls are strung together on a thread, the entire universe exists within me. The world originates from me, resides in me, and ultimately dissolves in me. Trust in God and the power of karma. No force in the world is greater than God. Enjoy life with a generous heart, do not harm others, and treat everyone with kindness. The law of karma states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The results may vary based on how one acts, but all actions yield consequences. Just as fire burns wood to ashes, true self-knowledge burns away ignorance and leads to inner peace. Faith like a child. Have faith in God, just like a child who laughs when thrown into the air, because he knows that his father will catch him. Shri Krishna says, "I will never let my devotee fall." A wise person neither mourns the dead nor grieves for the living, for he knows that life and death are part of the eternal cycle. Live in the present. Your past is gone, I cannot change it, but if you perform good deeds in the present, I will take care of your future. Just as a boat is needed to cross an ocean, truth is the only path to heaven. Even when we remain silent, God listens to our hearts. The secret of true wisdom. Have faith in God. Anger destroys peace, while compassion brings joy. Just as clouds bring rain but do not roar, a truly wise person does not boast. A sweet-talking person with bad intentions is like poison, while a bitter truth from a well-wisher acts as medicine. A single lamp can light thousands of others without losing its own glow. Similarly, sharing happiness does not diminish it. The supreme teaching of Shri Krishna. O human, if you wish to be free from all worldly suffering, surrender to me. Those who do not engage in my devotion neither find peace in this life nor in the next. The Gita is the ultimate knowledge of life. The one who understands and shares its teachings with others is the dearest to me. Thus, friends, let us spread the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Om. Om. If you are new to our channel, subscribe for inspirational videos and press the bell icon for notifications. May Lord Shri Krishna always bless you.